Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Long-Term Health and Healthcare. Try that again. My question is to the Minister of Health and Long-Term Care. Minister, I've asked you previously to reverse the Central West CCAC's decision to limit the number of new patients it helps due to its supposed lack of funds. What I find interesting is while the Central West CCAC continues to claim they don't have enough money, their CEO was given another $24,000 increase in her salary in 2013, which brings it up to, wait for it, $267,333.47 a year. Minister, why is frontline care consistently prioritized below executive care at the Central West CCAC?
Thank you. Minister of Health and Long-Term Care.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. It gives me an opportunity to talk about the investments that we're making through our LHINs to our CCACs to increase our investments on that important area of home and community care. And Mr. Speaker, this year alone, we've increased our investments in home and community care, including to the Southwest LHIN, by $260 million, Mr. Speaker, and that number actually is going to increase to $750 million by 2017. So we understand that it's important.
Member from Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke is warned. Finish, please.
So I know the member opposite understands that we have a formula as well as we look to our LHINs that have that local and regional expertise to make sure that our CCACs are receiving the funding that they require based on need and the services that they provide. Thank you.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Minister, I think it's time for you to start asking some questions about where those investments are going, because clearly they're not going the right place, the Central West CCAC. My office continues to receive regular complaints about Central West CCAC's failure to provide access to personal support workers. In one example, an 87-year-old man who suffered a severe heart attack has been refused access to a PSW. Instead, his daughter was expected to care for him, but she too has physical ailments that limit her capacity to care for her dad. You have allowed CEO salaries to continue to increase while ignoring the core services of frontline care. Minister, I asked you this in July, and you ignored me. I'll ask you again today. When will you prioritize frontline services over executive pay at the Central West CCAC?
Minister of Health, Long-Term Care.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I apologize. I meant to say Central West CCAC in my first response. And, Mr. Speaker, for this entire government, the issue of executive compensation within the broader public sector, including our CCACs, is an issue of importance and great concern. And in fact, we've recently reintroduced legislation that, if passed, will actually address the specific issue that the member opposite has spoken to. And I also expect, Mr. Speaker, our CCACs to recognize that they are spending taxpayer dollars, and they need to spend those dollars effectively and efficiently, and that includes issues concerning compensation, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, we, in fact, in terms of looking at our CCACs, I struck a table to look at home and community care. I expect it early in the new year. I'm going to have the results, the recommendations coming back from that table to provide further guidance on how to approach this important sector.
Thank you.